Hi friends, today we're going to look at additive versus multiplicative comparisons. Let's take a look at these two word problems that are similar but have some subtle yet very important differences. Let's take a look at this problem first. Kristen had 8 apples on Monday. On Tuesday, she received 4 more than she did on Monday. How many apples did she receive on Tuesday? We could think about a bar model when we think about this problem. So the total apples that Kristen had on Tuesday would be our total amount. To figure out how many that is, we're going to take however many she had on Monday, and then it said 4 more. So we can go back to our problem and see that she had 8 apples on Monday. So we can replace Monday with the number 8. To solve this problem, we can think that 8 plus 4 equals the amount of apples she had on Tuesday, or 12 apples. This is called an additive comparison because we're comparing two amounts with more or less. So we're comparing how many more or how many less. Let's now compare that to this problem here. This problem says Kristen had 8 apples on Monday. On Tuesday, she received 4 times as many as she did on Monday. How many apples did she receive on Tuesday? So this time, our total amount is still going to be Tuesday, but you'll notice instead of just more or less, it says times as many, 4 times as many to be exact. So on Monday, she had 8 apples. 4 times that amount is going to be 8 4 times. So we can solve that by thinking 8 times 4 is going to give us how many apples she had on Tuesday. And we know that 8 times 4 is 32. So she had 32 apples on Tuesday. This is called a multiplicative comparison because instead of just looking at more or less, you're thinking about how many times more or less, that idea of equal groups for multiplication. Now with additive and multiplicative comparisons, you're not always adding or multiplying. Let's look at 2 more problems. This problem here says Kristen had 8 apples on Monday. This is 4 more than she received on Tuesday. How many apples did she receive on Tuesday? So this time, you're going to subtract 8 minus 4, since she had more on Monday than Tuesday, is 4 apples. This is still called an additive comparison, but we're using subtraction. With additive comparisons, you can either add or subtract because you're finding how many more or less. Let's look at this second problem here. Kristen had 8 apples on Monday. This is 4 times as many apples as she received on Tuesday, meaning she had more apples on Monday than Tuesday. How many apples did she receive on Tuesday? So this time we're going to divide. 8 divided by 4 equals 2. This is still called a multiplicative comparison because we're comparing how many times as many more or less. But when we're thinking about how many times less, we're thinking more about division. So that's the difference between additive comparisons and multiplicative comparisons.